So it's another YouTube video. This time it's a figure. So if you guys checked out my channel before I started posting a lot of Halloween stuff, you would see that I have a lot of interest in like miniature figures, typically military, and uh, and mainly 1/6 scale. But in the last, I would say, few years, I've also tampered a little bit with the 1/12 scale. So if you're not familiar with 1/12 scale, it's basically you have figures that are 6 inches in height as an average height is concerned for a human. And so this I have actually two. Uh, so the figure we're looking at here is a Roman general. I actually have a Roman legionnaire in the same scale. Um, and I don't remember doing, yeah, I didn't, from what I recall, I didn't do a video on him. Um, but decided to do a video on this guy because I actually did some custom work with this guy. So kind of just want to first show you the box. So it does a good, has a nice um, look. Shows you the figure nicely. Um, has a face kind of like Maximus from Gladiator. Same with the uniform. It's all kind of similar to what he wore in the movie. So you can definitely see that inspiration. This is the side of the box. The back of the box gives you some information about the product, and then there's the HH model company, so you can order more figures or contact them for information. Sides are pretty much all the same. Bottom says Roman, and then when you open the box, just give me a second to here. So these boxes have just let me put this down. Let's get this thing open for you guys. So 1 second. Okay, got the box open. Sorry about that. So it doesn't come with tweezers. I just put these in here so I could not lose them. So originally you have the figure inside the box. You have some spare hands inside the box as well. You have like some open hands. I believe they're not flexible. Um, and then you have all this foam. He does come with a cape, and it has like some fur right here, some synthetic fur, and he has like a belt, like material waist belt, which is supposed to. I looked it up. It's supposed to actually make him on the battlefield more significantly noticed by his colleagues in battle, so they know um, who he is, that he's someone of high rank that they need to follow orders from. So so that's what comes with the box, including the figure. So I'll show you right now. As you can see, this is where the helmet would actually fit in, because the helmet's not on him when you get him. Um, so let's look at the figure. So I'm going to take the figure and the front of the box. I'm going to show you the two side to side, so you kind of, well, let me get this out of the way so you guys could see the comparison. So right away, I didn't really care too much for that goldish color armored look. I prefer the more gray, more steel look. Um, so I actually repainted his chest armor and his helmet. I didn't do that to the rest. I thought the rest was okay to be in the colors they are. Um, but I felt like the helmet and his chest plate armor was more. Um, it just to me looked cooler if it was in this metallic, grayish metallic color. So I went with that route. In order to do that, I took some tissue paper and then I just stuffed it around underneath the the shoulder plates. Um, and then I also did some paper wrapped around his waist so I don't get paint on these parts here. Um, the helmet I didn't need to do that. Just take off the helmet. The helmet's metallic. A lot of these parts are actually metallic. Um, so it does have some weight to it. When I first got it in the box, I've had this figure for a while, um, but when I first got it, the one of these um, rings actually broke off. It was already broken. Um, so if you do get that situation, I would say just get some CA glue, and it'll fix it right up. It's not a big deal. Um, don't worry about returning it or something like that. That's not a big deal. You could just a quick fix. The sword is also metallic. Just note that it bends very easily, so be careful on handling the sword. Um, his head sculpt is very nice. You could also move his head in as many directions as you want. You could even probably take off the head if you wanted to. And then again, the hands are you change the hands. Um, you might ask, well, why didn't I just take off these shoulder pads when I was repainting the armor? I actually was trying to do that, but I saw it as a more complicated issue because the shoulder pads are tied so um, it's actually more difficult to take them off. I mean, you're gonna try to take off the shoulder pads. You have to take off the armor plating, and then to put it back on, it's a lot more trouble work. If we want to repaint the armor, like I said, all you have to really do is just stuff some paper around the areas where you don't want paint, and you go in with a fine brush. Problem with something like this in this scale, I mean, as you see, my hands quite large compared to him, if not about the same length as his height. Um, the problem with stuff this small is you have to be very careful. Um, so, and then tying things back together, it's like if you a lot of times it's very difficult when they get smaller scales. It's a lot harder to tie things back together and make them look as when you got them out right out of the box. So yeah, this guy is very cool. If you're looking for figures in 1/12 scale that are like romantic, like in the Roman times, ancient Rome, this is a very good one to have in your collection. Um, I could actually pull out the other one I have. It's a Legionnaire. So this other one have his spear separate. I won't get it right now because it's a bit difficult to reach it right now. But as you can see, it comes with a shield. Shield's plastic. His armor is all plastic, but it still looks good. Um, Changeable hands and this, very similar as this one. Um, comes with a sword and the material, the cloth. This is actual cloth. This is it's not plastic. Um, so that's the other thing I like about these figures is like you're actually getting cloth. You're not just getting plastic. And then this one's a lot cheaper to find. This one's easier to find. This one you're probably gonna pay maybe 80 bucks. Sometimes you might get a better deal than 80. This one you might run close to 200. I'm not sure about now, maybe even more. Um, but if you get these kind of figures, if you're looking for these kind of figures, the Ku model figures, is then yeah, that then these are worth getting if you're looking into Roman style figurines in a smaller scale, but yet with a lot of detail. Um, these are really good figures to get. Uh, Definitely recommend them. Even if you're 1/6 scale, sometimes, like in my case, when you collect so many 1/6 scale figures, you're kind of running out of space. So it's like, what should you do? This is a good option if you want to save up space, but you still want the quality you still get in 1/6 scale. Um, this is very good. There's other things you can actually mix with this. I would say even some of the like the I think the company was called Popo. Some of their uh, toy equipment, like their medieval castle stuff, you could probably even use that with these figures and kind of do like a um, force perspective sort of approach with them, and you could pull it off, because they're not too far in terms of scale. Uh, I think the pop off is might be a 1/18th. I'm not sure. In terms of scale, it's a little bit smaller, but you can still use them. It's not saying you can't use them at all, um, because they're not too far apart. So you could use that. I think even there's other companies out there that you could find uh, different pieces and use for these figures. I haven't seen any videos really showing these figures in terms of like an actual video doing a review. I've seen them for the 1/6 scale versions, but the 1/12 I don't really see too many people showing these 1/12 figures, so I thought I'll show them. And definitely, if you are interested in this stuff, give a like. If you know people who are interested in this stuff, um, share this video with other people. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And hopefully you can see more things that I do with these figures. Right now I'm currently working on my home haunt. So I'm not really going to do much with these figures yet. I hope to do is actually use them for like a Christmas novel, like a Bethlehem type scene um, around Christmas time. So um, I think these guys would probably fit that area pretty well. Um, so either that or something else. But whatever I use them, you'll see a video with me using these figures. So stay tuned for that, and keep watching more videos, and see you in the next one.